Hey everyone. I hope everybody is having a wonderful June the 23rd Sunday. Got it. Don't mind hey, I just did a little thing on Facebook. You're not really a Native American unless you have an Indian blanket as a curtain. Oh my gosh. Tradish. Don't mind the paint job. I let my kids help with painting for renovation. I figure that's the easiest way to keep them occupied. But unfortunately, I have to repaint. So I'm repainting. I also don't love the color. It kind of reminds me of like baby diarrhea or something. So anyhow, um, I wanted to come on today, give a new podcast and share something insightful. Um, when I teach mental health courses, I kind of have a lot of relational things with individuals, a lot of personal circumstances, things like that. I have been a child of childhood trauma. The ACEs score I mentioned last time, adverse childhood experience, the ACEs score. Check it out, score yourself, see where you fall. If it's over a 3, you have been impacted in some way or form by childhood trauma. Between the ages of 1 and 8 years old. Yeah, it's true. It's facts. Um, so, with that being said, what I teach is about filtering the mind, filter your mindset. Only taking things that are going to be helpful and useful to me. If somebody's saying and doing things to you and it just feels heavy on your heart, on your mind, and you're just like, it just hits you like a slap in the face, like, ugh, that didn't sit right. It's because it didn't sit right. And that's your intuition. You need to follow your intuition. Our tuition is God's gift to us. Like if ever there's a situation where you just have a bad feeling about something, the pit of your stomach, that is your intuition. And that is God trying to send you a message like, warning, take a step back, pause, yo, 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 yo. Some of us understand that. Some of us recognize that. And some of us listen to that. Some of us don't, right? Sometimes we end up in really bad situations, even when we have those bad feelings. So there's our free will too. That plays into it. So with that being said, when you filter your mind, I'll just give one example that I teach. The course is here. And I'm going to apologize now if I sneeze. It is allergy season. We are here on the Blackfeet Reservation in Montana, and it's like crucial. The winds are crazy. They're so strong. They're stirring up everything, hot and cold. We literally had snow the other day. I did a short about snow. We had snow in June. So the weather's fluctuating. My body hasn't been able to catch up, so I have like this red eyes and blah. So please be mindful and be patient with me. So if I do sneeze, I apologize. So okay. So here's an example. So say you have somebody coming up to you. Okay, say you're in a relationship with somebody, right? You love this person or you get along, or maybe it's kind of friction going on. And say there's an individual that comes to you with information and they're saying, hey, Jade, guess what? I seen your man over here with this person, this girl, like trying to be all dramatic. So if you're not mentally well and mentally stable or emotionally well, emotionally stable, you might get offended and you might be like, what? Is he cheating on me? Is he with somebody? I need to find out, right? So you never would have known that information had this individual, whoever this individual is, gave that information to you, right? Knew what would trigger you, right? Knew how to stir the pot, right? Am I right? Okay. So with that being said, if you are mentally stable and emotionally stable, you don't just jump off the bridge. So that's what happens when you're not in a well mindset. People can come in and they take your power away. They take your power away. They can dangle you around on a string. They can cause you to react, right? And get a reaction out of you, right? So if you're mentally and emotionally well in a situation like that, like for myself, first instinct for myself is, yo, whoa, back it up. Why is this person coming at me like this, right? Is this person my friend? Do they really genuinely care about me? Or is there some other preconceived notion? Do they have a crush on my spouse or boyfriend or whatever it may be? Um, do they not value the relationship that I have with this person? Or is it out of jealousy? Or are they trying to break us up so that way they have more time with me? Right? So you're not going to stand there and like kind of go through it or say it out loud. You just keep it to yourself and keep it in your mind. So kind of keep track of those things when any situation comes at you like that. Filter it properly. So get the facts before you react. So I always tell my children, get the fact before you react, right? We don't want to be the one that jumps off the bridge. Sometimes you don't have the tools to climb back up that mountain, right? And we end up in a lot more turmoil, having to apologize, having to let people go, having to feel discouraged and defeated and things like that. So always be mindful of that. Always have your filter on your mind when you start processing your information. Because here's the thing, and here's what I share in the classes too, is that at the end of this example, when this person came and they got an uproar and everything else, come to find out that woman that was in with the boyfriend or the spouse, what have you, was actually a cousin or was actually a sister or was actually a mother or a grandmother or some female family member who they were helping, given a ride to, due to whatever their circumstances were, right? So there it is. So I hope this story helps you guys, and I want you guys to think about things before you jump. So get the fact before you react, because what you're doing there is you're taking back your power. You're not allowing anybody to dangle you on a string or stir the pot or get an upraise out of you, right? I mentioned in a previous podcast about chaos junkies. That is how they approach you. That is how they stir the pot. So be very wary of chaos junkies. And I will see you guys again. Like I said, there was another tip with childhood trauma. Um, I had come from an abusive childhood. So I would always be head shy and like just really, to the point where I thought just even hearing the word no was like a slap in the face, was like a beating, right? An emotional verbal beating. It felt almost the same hearing the word no, right? And then I learned to manipulate my mind, or I guess take my power back and convince myself that all I'm doing is asking a question. And whether they say no or not, they can't physically hurt me, right? They cannot physically hurt me or assault me in any way by saying no. That is illegal. That is not allowed. So take the no in stride. And also realize sometimes a no could be a good thing. It could literally be a good thing. So if it's not meant for you in this order, maybe something better is meant for you in the other order. Sorry, guys. Okay, there you have it. Thanks for tuning in. Jade-Heather at Raising Up the Res. Don't mind the little fabulous res attire. And have a wonderful week, everyone.